You can see anything out the window. It's too bright.
I already had a picture of me.
Corey.
You have a picture of Corey turning off the...
I'm just gonna turn it off.
Stop.
Let's get the cake off of you, huh?
Just stop it.
Did you push stop?
Stop.
No.
Got the balls for the kitty. Where's the kitty? Where's the kitty? Hey, Grandpa, what you got there? What's Grandpa got there?
Probably recognize these four cars. Honda, Toyota.
He's looking at you. You're going to be on TV.
Yeah, I don't have a picture.
What's that, Chris? Clock?
Cocking down.
Why don't you guys sit down?
Where's Kitty?
Stereo cassette tape and polycast wheels. Ford
You sit
Escort.
down with the kitty? Look at that big kitty. Yes, Nancy.
Nice. Probably going, why are you submitting me to this?
Too hard.
That's not the best lighting you could
Come here, Chris. Do you want to open a PRES-CNT?
Yeah, bring it
I'll
in
slow
here.
down.
Yeah, but it should be over there.
Okay.
Because the other pictures are coming out real dark.
Wow, you open, yes. My goodness. Cold cash. Cold cash, Patrick.
Wow.
That's nice. Put it in the envelope. I'll keep it. Oh, look at that.
What you got, hon?
What is it?
What is it? What is it? Oh,
Let's open it up.
let's open it up.
Open it up. Okay. What you got there, Chris? What is it? Oh, nice. Okay, give me your... Yeah, open it up.
Take it all out. Spread it all over the floor.
Just spread it all over the floor. There we go. Look at that. How nice.
It's upside down.
No, I think that's the way it goes. So it's this way, okay?
That lamp is
Can you open
working.
it?
I will.
I unplugged it.
Put it in there.
That's a lot of spot over there.
Yeah, now I'm getting brighter. Yeah.
Need more light.
Missing something.
The middle, that was the key, as we said earlier, in their win the first time they played in the early season. Coming right at you and right at Dennis.
Mommy, this is missing the top.
With the center, Bishop slides over and gets a good block on 52.
Need the lid. It looks like this, Patrick.
No.
Is it over here? What's all in there, Chrissy? You got spoons.
Karen!
Let her do it.
She's got spoons.
Let's see what your card said, Pat. You can use it for a bookmark. You can frame it. You can lend it. You can keep it for a souvenir. But I'm hoping that you'll spend it. Merry Christmas, Don and Nancy. That's nice, Pat. What did you say, Pat? Same thing?
Chris Aaron, give Daddy a cup of coffee.
He also got $5.
Give Daddy a cup of coffee, Chris. Okay?
If I had $5, $10.
You have another $5.
No, have one. This
Let her
is my
have them.
spoons.
Let her
I
have
have
Pat.
Patrick.
Pat. Let her play with it, Pat.
one. Here. I get 2 spoons and you get 2 spoons.
She's gonna watch them all. You know her.
Sharon,
Now you can fix lunch.
Well,
this
that,
is how to do it, please.
can you move it over
That-
here a little, Court? The light maybe will shine a little better on her.
Lampshade.
Does that help?
Yeah, a little bit.
There we go. Mom,
That looks nice. The lid's missing, Nancy, to the coffee pot.
You're kidding.
No, it's not in the box. It's not in here. And it's not in the plastic or the paper.
mine. You're right. These are mine.
Oh, I see what's wrong. The creamer doesn't get a lid.
Oh,
There you go.
oh, okay.
There.
Yeah, Nancy.
Nancy.
I couldn't even remember where I bought this thing.
That looks nice. That looks nice, Chris. It's funny because I was going to buy her one. I'm glad you
Sharon,
Well, she loves the
Yes.
coasters and plays like
Yeah,
dishes with
yeah.
those. So now you can make lunch and
Give Daddy
She's
some
got
coffee, Chris.
some
Can I have
diet.
some? Come on.
could I have some tea?
have some Coke?
Never that.
No. Say yes.
Can I go to the bathroom?
It's over there, Pat.
I know. I was just kidding.
Oh.
See?
Cheese?
Sugar in your coffee. Stir it up.
These are my spoons. You got your spoons.
Maybe if we went in the kitchen.
You got spoons.
the light.
You have spoons.
Will the cable push that pot?
Got the tea.
Will the camera fit to the opening in there? No, that wouldn't do it.
I could get an extension cord
cream.
and plug that lamp in.
I'm putting my cream in.
Good.
All of it. And put all my sugar.
Oh, she's playing real good. Real well
And no for Nancy or Chris. Or Mommy or Daddy. Or
You can only
Cora.
invite 3 people over.
Boys are so rough on things, huh, Chris?
I have coffee.
Have coffee?
My coffee? Thank you
Mom,
very
Mom.
much.
Mom.
Could I have the saucer?
Mom.
See, you need the saucer.
Mom.
Did you get one for Daddy? Coffee for Daddy, Chris? Whoa, careful. Go coffee for Daddy. Daddy, right here. Want some coffee, Daddy?
Yeah, I want coffee.
Want some coffee, Mom?
Give some to Daddy, Chris.
Hey, Mom. Hey, Mom. It's coffee.
Thank you,
Thank
honey.
you.
This is a creamer, I think.
Go get me some coffee, Chris.
I'll take that back. To get you some coffee. Hey, coffee.
Are you giving me one?
Oh, shoot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Coffee?
Thank you.
Daddy wants some more.
Could I have hot chocolate instead?
You're all done. Thank you.
Take it back.
Put it
And I
back.
got coffee.
Good girl.
I got coffee.
You got coffee? He's too young for coffee, huh? Oh, is this a new movie? Richard Pryor? Gosh, he looks skinny.
Coffee back?
What's back? Here. Done. You have the rest.
Beautiful combination. What a good girl.
Now I have
What is she saying? She wants her coffee back.
Here, Chris.
Chris, how about this cup? You want it back?
Okay. Cuss.
Thank you.
The creamer cup.
Cheese.
Cheese.
Jeez.
Good girl.
Such a card.
Cheese powder.
Cheeseburger. Cheeseburger. Tell him cheeseburger, Chris.
Cheeseburger.
Again.
Patty, get out of the way. Hold on. Good boy, Pat. You can still see your head.
Hey, honey. Hey, cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger. Sarah Garfield.
He's out of focus.
I think
Still.
I think there's something wrong with this camera. Yeah, it doesn't hold the focus. And it's got double image.
Hello. See Garfield. Hello. It's a Kale. That's a Kale.
Pardon?
It's a Kale's cat. What are you
That's
doing?
fine.
I can't
Is it a
see
kitty?
myself. Kitty?
Kitty?
The kitty has the cat.
What?
I'm trying to do
It's,
Where do I see my...
Chris. Recording.
Aaron. Chris, Aaron, look. Say cheese to your brother. Say hi, Corey.
Hi, Chris.
Boys.
Hi, baby.
Cheese.
Oh, pretty. Ooh.
Mmm.
Thank you.
There you go. Corey, a little Pepsi.
Thank you.
Do you want something to drink?
Tell me if you see me.
Yeah, Pat, you're in there. I see you.
Do you want something to drink?
Maybe. Let me check out what the larvae is.
Okay. I'm gonna look.
No, I need some hot sauce.
Don't move too fast. You make
Not
everybody
running too
dizzy.
fast.
Blah, 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 blah.
Is it in focus?
It's in focus. It's hard keeping one eye closed. Well, you can move around a little bit. It's kind of boring just standing there.
She's moving.
Okay.
Well, that's cute.
Mmm.
Here we go.
I'm gonna go sit by the fireplace.
Oh, some constant comment.
Oh, okay.
Tea.
Cheese. Honey.
Cheese, guys.
Cook.
Pepsi.
I told the guy when I was buying one of these that I wanted one of those.
Yeah.
And he says the microwave, nowadays, the microwave spins around and you don't need a plate anymore.
A rotisserie plate.
They spin the microwaves around
Instead.
rather than
Oh,
spin the
I
food
see.
around.
Yeah.
We'll give you one of those.
You can keep your plate.
Yeah, well, if you went for that little wind-up plate, my food wouldn't rotate. I'd have did that extra. This is,
2 minutes for a, yeah, that's about right. Do you have a 700 watts? What's this?
then,
You like your Pepsi, huh? She's happy.
That's as far as she goes,
Sing
huh?
happy
That's a
birthday,
really
Chris.
nice one. I've shopped around a lot of them. It's pretty intelligent colors.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Chris and Ann. Happy birthday to you.
So Donald Duck presents na 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 na.
You like Donald Duck?
You wanna do that one? Donald Duck presents na 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 na.
No.
Donald Duck presents.
My arm's breaking.
Oh.
It's breaking up.
You want something to drink on? Is it better?
Have some hot chocolate. Have some
Hot
popcorn.
Dr. Pepper.
Your assistant over here is hungry. I'll wait. Give me that.
Come on.
Captain Blue, that's what he's doing. He's going to get blown out of a cannon and go into that net at 12 o'clock.
No. From where? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Captain Blue's going to blow out of a cannon.
Not an old penny arcade. You don't want to hang out till then? No. No? What?
Ayan, may parada na naman. Ilalagyan na naman ng tali.
Pat!
Go get him. Oh, Jesus. Chris Aaron, go up and say hi.
She's coming through. I guess not. Oh well. Come on, Kate.
I'm going to go sit down right here. We're going to tell a story if you'd like to listen. Would you like to listen? Do you want to listen and sit on Perla's lap? But Perla, what story should we tell? Sleepy Beauty? That's a very long story. I don't think we could tell that in 2 minutes. Well, let me see. We could tell Rapunzel, or we could tell Rumpelstiltskin. Would you like to hear Rumpelstiltskin? All right. Would you like to hear Rumpelstiltskin? All right. Well, if you'd like to come and listen to the story, you can come up and sit closer. All right. Well, we need everyone to be very, very quiet. We need everyone to be very quiet because this is our story time. And we really can't listen to a story and talk at the same time. It makes things kind of difficult. So let's see. This story begins with once upon a time, because most stories do begin that way, and this is certainly no different. Once upon a time, there was a very big kingdom. And in the kingdom, there was a very handsome prince. And he had a mother, the queen, who was very, very greedy. And she was very, very jealous, too. Oh, are you all right, sweetheart? No?
Where's Mom?
Is she right over there? Is Dad right over here?
Yeah, he is.
There's Dad. There's Dad. All right. Well, anyway, there was this very handsome prince, and he was looking for a very beautiful princess to be married to. But there were no princesses in any of the kingdoms that surrounded his own. So the queen thought, well, I'll look inside his very own kingdom, and maybe there'll be a very beautiful young lady. Well, there was a beautiful young lady, but she was very, very poor. Her father didn't have very much money at all, and so the queen wasn't going to let the prince marry this young girl. But the father, he sort of told a lie. He talked to the queen and he said, well, my daughter is very wealthy indeed. Not only is she very beautiful, but she can spin straw on a spinning wheel and turn it into gold. Now that would be a very good thing, wouldn't it? If you had a lot of straw, and gold is worth a lot of money, isn't it? So if you can make a lot of gold from just straw, which doesn't cost very much, that would be a wise thing, wouldn't it? It would be a good thing to have. And the queen, who was very greedy, thought, this sounds pretty good. But she didn't want the young girl to marry the prince and have her not be able to spin straw into gold, because that way then she wouldn't have gained anything, would she? So she decided that she would test the young girl. And so what she did was put this young girl into this big grill, had a lot of straw all the way around the room, and one spinning wheel. And she told the young girl that she had 3 days to spin all of that straw into gold. And if by that time she didn't spin all that straw into gold, then she would be banished from the kingdom. But if she did spin all of that straw into gold, what would happen? That's right, Carla, she would be married to the prince, wouldn't she? Well, 2 days passed, and the young girl was very upset because she didn't know how to spin straw into gold. Wait, can you spin straw into gold? No. Well, she couldn't either. Well, you cannot. You have a gold watch on, that's true, but you didn't spin it from straw, did you? You mustn't lie. Well, this young girl, she couldn't spin straw into gold either, so she was very upset because the next day the queen was going to come in and she and her family would be banished from the kingdom. Well, as she was crying so hard, all of a sudden there was voices, and there was an old man, a very tiny old man, and he said that he could help her with her problem, but she had to give him something in return. And she thought, what could she give him? She was very poor, so she didn't have any necklaces. She didn't have any rings. Why, she didn't have much of anything to give him. But he had an idea himself. He said, I've never been able to marry, so I've never had any children. But if you get married to the prince, which you will if I can spin all this straw into gold, you'll be married to him. Then, why don't you give me your firstborn child? Well, she thought that was not a good idea, because otherwise her family would be banished from the kingdom. And she really didn't think that he'd remember in a few years if she had a baby to come back and he would take it. So she thought that that would be all right. So the agreement was he would spend all of that straw into gold, and after she'd been married and had a baby, he would take care of her. Well, all of a sudden, instantly, he started spinning, and indeed he could spin all of that straw into gold. So the next morning, when the queen came, she saw the entire room filled with wonderful piles of gold everywhere she looked. And so that very afternoon, the young girl and the prince were married. Well, they were living wonderfully happily, and well, everything was just fine. And then a few years later, they had a very, very big party because the young princess had had a tiny baby. And they were having a big party for it, and all of a sudden, the old man came back. And he said, remember, Your Highness, a few years back, where you were locked up in that room and you had to spin all of that straw into gold? And she said, yes, I do. And he said, well, remember the deal we made? She had made a deal, didn't she? So she was supposed to give him her baby. But she didn't want to do that. So the old man decided he'd make another deal with her. He said, well, I'll give you 3 days to guess what my name is. And if after 3 days you don't guess my name, well then I'll take your baby and then you'll never see her again. But if you do guess my name, then you'll never see me again. And she thought that sounded really good. So the next day he came back and she said, well, what's your name?
Brian.
Brian. Well, she said, is your name Brian? And what's your name? You're Travis. And she said, is your name Travis? And she said, is your name Brian? Is your name Paul? Is your name Michael? Is your name Dave? And she ran down all of the names she could possibly think of. But none of the names was his. Well, the next day, she was prepared because she got a list of all of the subjects in the kingdom, all of the male subjects, and she went down every single name. Timothy, Patrick, James, Michael, Tony, let's see, Bob, Peter, Jonathan, Ethan, Andrew, all of the names you could possibly think of, and all the names that were on the list, but none of the names was his. Well, she had a very smart woodsman in her kingdom, and the woodsman thought, well, he would follow this man and go to his kingdom and try to find out what his name was. Well, this old man didn't know that he was being followed, so he went into the woods and he built a fire because it was getting very cold and dark out. But he was very happy and excited. In fact, he was so happy he was dancing and talking aloud. And he was so happy he was singing the song that the next day he would have a tiny baby because the princess would never guess that his name is Rumpelstiltskin. Well, you wouldn't guess that was his name, would you? No, I wouldn't have guessed that name. That's sort of an odd name, isn't it? Well, the woodsman went back to the princess that evening and said that his name was Rumpelstiltskin. Well, the next day when the old man came back, the princess was very, very spiteful. So what she said is, well, let me try to guess what your name is. And the the old man said, well, this is your last day. If you don't guess my name today, well, then I'll get to take your baby along with me. And she said, all right, very well, we made that deal. And she said, is your name Tyler? No. She said, is your name Oscar? Was it Oscar? No. She said, is your name Mark? Was it Mark? No. And then she said, well, I can't think of any other name.